So Ramus, we've done it again. Another bus journey. That one was a little bit difficult, smoking in the bus, but you know, you get through it. It's pretty cheap. 700 lek to go from Durrës to Vlorë. Now Vlorë has a lot of these places, there's new towns, old towns, etc, etc. I'm staying down on the beach at some marina apartments, so I've got plenty of time to check in, so I'm gonna have a slow walk there, take about an hour, enjoy the scenes on the way there and have a look for some Vlorë Birek. So we passed through a few towns on the way here. It's not the prettiest place, it looks like it's under construction, but you know, it's got like a fairly industrialized nature to it from what I could see. I mean, we passed this huge defunct power plant, one of the biggest lot of industrial complexes I've ever seen. But you know, there's mountains, there's lots of beautiful olive trees, and yeah, so a real mixed bag. It's certainly an interesting country, you know, listening to this kind of funky folk music in the bus and seeing the way the people all talking, all animated and stuff. I'm sort of sitting there chilling out. So I've got 2 weeks in Vlorë, another long stint, a lot of relaxation. Hopefully it's a decent apartment where I can do some cooking, find some good produce, have a look at some of the beaches and just yeah relax into it. That is the plan. The new year 2026 in Albania. So quickly going from local neighbourhood, feeling totally non-international, non-cosmopolitan, to this beautiful old mosque structure, which looks lovely, heading down towards the beach where all the big buildings and hotels no doubt are. Lovely cyclamens. It's cold, fresh wind, early January, nice and fresh, not so bad for walking. And you can't go into the mosque with shorts on, long pants only. It's believed that the cultural monument was designed by the prominent Ottoman architect Mimar Sinan. So have we got a bit of Turkish influence seeping into Albania as we get closer. Gorgeous. The church up on the hill up there. There's lots of fragrant herbs in the bed. You've got rosemary, lavender, and this one I just had a smell of. I didn't know what it was, but it's actually wormwood, what they make absinthe out of. It's an incredible smelling plant. Really, really unusual. A sort of metallic, but strongly herbal or floral, obviously. So, yeah. So there you go. I've never seen that before. Wormwood. It's a golden man, Avni Rostemi. 1895-1924, a hero, Populate. Cool. And then the giant hands. The giant hands of Vlorë. Johnny Drone. Oh, look at that. And there's a fairly stark looking building. Left over from the communist era, no doubt. The Theatre Petro Marko. Doors and a structure, just all you need. Not too fancy, mind you. The big bow up there is pretty fancy, man. Yeah, I had to do it. So there's slightly a few different influences here. There's more of a Greek influence, more of an Italian influence. This is a port where people go over to Brindisi, so seems nice and cosmopolitan. A little bit more expensive perhaps than Durrës, but more of a crispy phyllo and cottage cheese rather than the kind of loose type of pastry that I had in Durrës. So Maybe there's differences all around. Anyway, you know how it is. First day, first hour, first half hour, it unfolds in its own way, doesn't it? What do you know about local football in Albania? Flamutari FFC, established 1923. Nice looking ground, mountains in the background over there. The Colonel's here as well. Lots of urban spaces, skate park, nice looking hotels. Now we're on the beach strip, on my way to my appartement. Those barracks are very sustaining. Get a big hit of like that cottage cheese and a bit of pastry, and very I think it's a protein, isn't it? Maybe it's the walking with a heavy bag, who knows. Anyway, let's get down the Esplanade. Oh, nice artwork, beautiful, looking good. It's going to be a lot of breeze here, that's for sure. There is a rather spectacular view of the promenade. A little bit of a fun fair. So that bit of land over there is the Karabun Peninsula. Wow, it's stunning. And all the olive trees up on the hillsides up there, big stately homes, big mountain roads. Wow, and the ocean's looking really nice. Got a blueness to it, well, I haven't seen before in Albania, so this is certainly all different. Big market over there where I'll be shopping later. Awesome, liking it. Oh, there's a port, there's some tugs there, yeah. So Roma's just touched down in the apartment in Vlore. This is the garden view. This is the apartment, TV, couch. Obviously I've just been unpacking and stuff, but this was 261 euros for 2 weeks, so about 32 AUD or 15 quid a night. Nice kitchen, it's got all the different bits and pieces, you know, that you need. Air conditioner, heater up there. It does seem a bit barren compared to the last one. I think it's just because it's a tiled floor, but we've got a front door. We have a nice bathroom. Bathroom is very swish actually, really nice shower and stuff. Hi. And then the bedroom area. So that's what you get for 32 Australian dollars in Vlore during the winter. I mean, like, I'd be paying the full price just for one night in Brisbane, which so is just incredibly bizarre, the cost value for these types of places. And this place is literally 100 metres from the beach, 150 metres from that big esplanade area, so it's awesome. I should imagine it's pretty quiet of a night. There's no hotels around here. All the other apartments look shuttered, so I'm guessing these are mainly rentals, that type of thing. Already done some washing. Very industrious. You've got to look after these things, haven't you? So yeah, it's a nice hillside backdrop, olive trees and stuff, so I'm digging it actually. So I'm going to go and get some shopping and make use of this kitchen. I've still got some stuff I bought. I've got a lovely bulgur wheat. I made up a herb spice mix out of various curry powders and vegetable seasonings and that type of stuff. And then I've got spaghetti and some soya balls. Being a vegetarian, they're like 50% protein, so I'm going to have a big cook up, do a goulash or whatever. The only trouble is the pan looks rather small, but I guess that is a one serve pan, heavy steel bottom. Anyway, we won't get into cooking class. Hey, let's get into it. So there is the ocean and there is the apartment entrance. Pretty good. So day 2, it's a Sunday in overcast and cloudy Vlore in Albania. Apartment's decent, had a good sleep. Massive amount of construction here, but it's a spectacular looking place. Unfortunately, the forecast for the next few days is similar type of weather. Kind of rained all night, but I'll just, you know, relax and do what I do while I'm here, no matter what the weather is. So, well, it looks like they had a good New Year's Eve here as well. Look at all the carcasses from the spent fireworks shells. It's full of them. Boom, boom, Albania. So now it's time for an evening walk. Absolutely stunning scenery. So I'm a bit further now down by the harbour. This is the National Museum of Independence, and various sculptures of all the famous Albanians that have made the country what it is today. It's absolutely blowing a gale. It's obviously not open today, but I just thought I'd show you. It's a very small, peculiar building, but they've given it loads of space amongst all the ongoing development, so that's pretty good. And this is where the actual marina is going to be. Now, considering I'm in the marina apartments about 3 kilometres away, it's pretty bizarre, but I suppose everybody likes to think they live in a marina, don't they? Lovely little building. 1844. Ferry terminal to Italy. Was the Vlore Marina Pyramid up there. Pretty good view. And that there is the first president, prime minister it might be, of Albania after independence, Ismail Kemal Vlora. Hence we are in Vlora. Awesome. 1844 to 1919. Good on you, Ismail. Very stately gentleman. Even though it's after Christmas, it's still looking pretty. Oh, bless. Beautiful. Very festive. Yay! So there's the peninsula. Off out today to an area called the Tonelli, which I guess is a beach area just short of where it's very windy, very relaxing though, very slow pace. I was trying to frame how I'm being here, and it is a very relaxing place because it's off season, and yeah, I'm feeling super chill. So this is about a 40-minute walk. I think I can actually see the tunnel in the distance here, but apparently there's a nice beachy area there when it's you know, swimming weather and stuff. So really it's just a little bit of exploring, get some steps in and chill. Lovely beach areas. You can imagine the difference in the summer. Pools, little eateries when they were available. They're still being built. Very nice. What with all this and the marina they're building, top notch. So yeah, I think that in the front there is indeed the Tonelli. It's going to get a bit closer. So this is a Tonelli area, about 40 minutes walk from where I'm staying. I don't know whether it might have taken me a bit less than that, I think. But, yeah, it was looking spectacular, I'd say, but obviously they're upgrading it, doing a bit more work on it, stabilising some of the foreshore, So it's looking like a bit of a construction site at the moment, but we shall persist. But that is definitely the tunnel, and that is a lovely sort of boardwalk they've made out of concrete on the way around it. Bit of a ferry in the distance there. Looking rather spectacular. Project Zabatmi per Yadabadaboo. So there's an area down there where a freshwater creek flows into the ocean, or flows into the sea, and apparently the water is much colder here because of that, because it comes from up in the mountains. It's looking pretty clear. During the summer I can imagine all this is looking pretty spectacular, but it's pretty beautiful. It was. A couple of people there were just drinking from the water, so nice fresh water source. Nice little house. God knows how you get up there. Well, Romans, what can I say about today? Actually, massive wind gusts all last night, lightning early on this morning, and pouring with rain forecast. Something made me last night get extra shopping. I thought to myself, well, you never know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. I'll just get some extra shopping just in case, and I'm kind of glad I did. Because if it keeps up like this, and they've actually forecast you know, warnings for floodings as well, so we shall see. But I can find things to do to relax. I've just started doing Tai Chi workouts and exercises, so it's not exactly a New Year's resolution, but just a way forward. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So anyway, let's see what the day brings. In Albania. So the rain's finally stopped and I'm in Vlore having a look around at the shops. There's a good range of shops here actually. They're not the type of shops which are just supplying the holiday apartments. They're just, you know, local regular shops, specific shops, blended shops kind of thing, and it's really good. I've got some good quality fruit and veg at a good price. People are going about their business. You know, Christmas and the New Year are here, or finished rather, so yeah, it's nice to get a feel of the town, of the city. I'll be exploring more here over the next few days, weather permitting, but it's yeah, it's got a nice relaxed pace to it. Oh look, they sell. Anyway, so the battery just ran out. I'll have to try and edit that together hopefully, but yeah, it's been pretty warm as well. I think the temperature was about 17 today, so if it's not raining and it's not windy, but you still need to take a jacket, it's actually pretty reasonable temperature. It could be t-shirt weather for some. Anyway, yeah, so Vlore is a nice town, lots of options for shopping, lots of choice. Incredible winds blowing, it's beautiful. Absolutely exhilarating. When I walked around the corner from the street that leads into the city there, wow, the wind gusts, incredible. So it's a lot calmer today. As you can tell by the waves, hardly any wind. But there's been a lot of sand washed up across the foreshore and onto the road, so they're clearing all the sand away and levelling the beach. Probably an ongoing thing here. Somebody left a comment about what's happening in Durrës, so they're putting significant investment into rebuilding the beaches in Durrës, and yeah, it's just as it happens across the world, you know, tidal erosion and after storms, the sand's lost. So the beaches have to be built bigger and better, and as the place becomes more popular, they need more beach for the tourists to enjoy, so it's just an ongoing process. Water's actually got some clarity today. There's a slight sewage smell, but yeah, it's looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to the other side of the marina they're building, to have a look at some of the beaches there, and then maybe have a walk into town while the weather's nice and see a bit more of town. Well, I'm enjoying it. I feel really relaxed, and Albania's a pretty chilled place. I've been cooking some of the best food on my trip. Been travelling for 8 months. I've bothered to buy the herbs and the spices here because I'm in each place for a couple of weeks, so can get a bit of a pantry together, and it's been really good. Spectacular views, lovely. So here we've got the beach to the right of the little port here in Durres. There's a few fishing boats either end. The beach has obviously been smashed about by the wind and waves over the past few days, and by the looks of it out there, there's a lot more rain coming in as well, so I'm not going to stay here long. I'm going to walk back to town and find a coffee shop or something. So yeah, it's a little bit of a mess on the way out here. There's a lot of construction work. It's a little bit industrialised looking. It's an older part of town, but it's interesting. But yeah, it's just not as pretty as some of the other places I've been, so, but I mean, it's the people that make up for it, you know, the nice friendly people here. So anyway, the rain started, so let's get going back to Coffee Land. This place, by the way, is called Plaza e Vieta. Maybe wet. It's not all bad. Spinach burek, 100 lek, delicious. So what is the reality of an Albanian winter holiday? Pouring down with rain again. And it is pretty chilly. I think it says forecast of a few degrees, but we'll feel like -1 or something. So my boots are still drying out from yesterday. But I'm relaxing. Sometimes when you go on holiday or you go travelling and you can't do much, you feel a bit guilty, or you know, not making the most of it, etc. But I'm very happy to relax and to learn some stuff on the computer. You know, the internet is a wonderful thing, isn't it? It's like a billion books. There's an Albanian car. Oh, the bulk of the rain's finally stopped, I hope. And obviously, yeah, it looks like the digger's been on the beach a bit. They've cleared the road up again. JCB's still parked over there, ready to do our next stop. And yeah, it is fierce wind. But yeah, just wanted to get out. Gonna go to the shops. Won't be so windy in town. And can't have a look around. It's exhilarating weather. For those of you who know, like, I don't know, any seaside coastal town, you know, it's part and parcel of it. And then finally when the weather abates and it's like clear skies and sunny, it looks like a different world. So I hope I get to see that here before I leave. Clear view of that peninsula, etc. Be fantastic. But yeah, it's beautiful, really bracing. I was thinking back to when I was in Morocco, 40+ degrees a couple of months back. Tunisia, baking my butt off, praying for weather like this. So just going to absorb it all and enjoy it. Blue skies, Romers. So anyway, we're in Flag Plaza, and this is a 1912 Independence Monument. Looking rather spectacular. Really rugged, bold caricatures of the heroes of the independence. It looks bloody excellent, actually. And the sun's out. Kind of. Depending on what way you look. So while they was extending this park, where they was digging the foundations, they came across these ruins, which are the wall ruins of the ancient city of Orlon, also known as Vlora. And these date back to the 4th to the 14th century. So 1,000-year period as far as I can work out. And they're looking a bit swampy today, but very substantial structures. It doesn't actually say what dynasty or what empire they are related to, but apparently they are various stages, fortifications, towers and some concretions. So it's good that they've dug them up and found them. Awesome. Flag Square. So in 1912 Albania declared its independence from the Ottoman Empire, led by the statue down by the marina there, the guy who's depicted in the statue, Ismail Kemal, making the birth of the first modern Albanian state amidst the First Balkan War, which threatened to partition Albanian lands among neighbouring Balkan states like Serbia, Montenegro and Greece. So this stretch of road here, just up from the monument where I was a minute or two ago, because that's all it was, is where the buses go from. It's all very informal. There's a couple of signs. Buses leave kind of 7, 8, 10:30, 11 o'clock heading south, and buses leave a lot more regularly going north to Tirana. So if you want to catch a bus, this is where you come from. It's just up near the History Museum. Also get buses to other places here, to other places in Albania obviously. You go over on the ferry on a coach to Italy, to Bari. That is basically what they've got posted at the moment. So that'll have to do. I reckon if I leave my apartment at 9 o'clock, walk up here, sooner or later I'll get a bus. It might be 1:30, it might be 11:30, but who knows, we will work it out. Nice old clock tower up there above the market. As far as I remember, this is the way I come from the other day. They dropped me off, they're supposed to drop me off at the bus station, but they just dropped me off where everybody else got off at the old town, which is just a little way that way. So when I come here another day, we'll explore a bit of the old town. Have a look, the buildings look nicely painted, different styles. And this is actually the monumental tomb of Ismail Kemal Vlora. Died 24th of January 1919. So it'll be his commemoration day soon. Traditionale. So it's Saturday today. I've been in Vlora for a week, and you can see the Starlines ferry there that goes over to Italy, to Brindisi. It's about an 8-hour crossing. You can look up the cost online. I think it's like €50 for a basic seat. Takes about 8 hours. But I'm guessing at the moment, this time of year, they only do one crossing a week, because I've been looking for the ferries all week, like wondering when they depart, considering it's a ferry port. So if you want to get some cheap shopping when you're in Vlora, Asso hypermarket. I've been here now like maybe 4, 5, 6 times. Much cheaper than the big markets and the spas and everything, and the range of products is massive. It's a huge store, and apparently I haven't needed to go up there, but upstairs they've got homewares and furnishings and all that type of stuff, but everything is markedly cheaper. Whole range of stuff. They've got full deli service, cheese counter, meat counter. Of course they sell like their own Birrick products, you know, like a Lidl, where they've got their own bakery in store and stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Highly recommended. Asso hypermarket. Cheese Birrick. I've got a bit on the lens, so it's a bit foggy, but very tasty. This is going to be upside down. Remember to turn it around, Kev. What is their cheese Birrick like? This is a spinach triangle, about 60 lek. So much less than the bakeries. Not as though I begrudge giving the bakeries 100, but very nice, very tasty. So this is hypermarket. Pretty cool. We've got like wholesale sections, and then, as I said, like meat. They've got the drinks department down the back. Big meat, deli, cheeses. Bakery section. It's a busy hub. Everything you could want. Awesome. Prices are pretty decent, very competitive even with the local bakers and stuff, so give it a go. Been another nice day today. Been about 0 degrees all day, but just out for a walk at sunset. This vlog isn't exactly adding up to much, is it? But I'm determined tomorrow I'm going to make the journey to Old Town and have a look around. I suppose not every place you go to is full of excitement as such, is it? It's sometimes it's about environmental conditions and what you make of it. Inverurie Town. I wonder where these planes are going. I look up into the sky. Been doing some research today. I booked my next country I'm going to go to. Spent the day doing some research on flights and etc, etc, so I'm super excited. And for one thing I'm sure, I suppose my time here has told me I want to go somewhere warmer. I've been in the cold since I arrived in the Czech Republic back in, when was it? Early November, I think. So yeah, I've seen enough of the snow and the minus temperatures. So next month I'll be heading somewhere decidedly warm. So that big island out there in front of me is Zazan Island, and they have there the Kabarun Zazan National Marine Park, and there's a Zazan Island harbour there. I haven't seen any signs for any boats which run there this time of year, but from what I can tell on the maps it's not inhabited. So yeah, and this big jutting piece of land there is the peninsula, and it has various caves dotted around on the far side of it, but that's about all I know. But it's heavily forested. It looks amazing, especially this time of night. Hello. So finally we're on our way to Old Town. It's another beautiful day. It's about midday. Just going up past the Lead Mosque on our way to Old Town. Apparently it's quaint and a bit touristy, but we're going to go and have a look, check it out, and see what it's got to offer. I often forget the Muslim nature of Albania, so it's good to hear the call to prayer to remember. And that is such a beautiful building. So just opposite the mosque is the beginning of Old Town. Let's go and check it out. First thing to notice, I suppose, is a plethora of different architecture as we move along. Narrow streets, different building styles and products. In fact, before we go and see a bit more Old Town, let's go up to this monument and then we can get an overview of what Old Town looks like in its scope. There's a big red star on the top there on that sculpture. I'm guessing it's a communist era thing. Yeah, there's Independence Square there. Beach is down that way obviously. And there you have Old Town, laid out before with the hills in the background. To see all the different colours used. Painting and decorating the buildings and the mosque. So this is a military cemetery. And from the looks of the dates on some of the graves, a lot of people died during the Second World War. Heroes and heroines died 1944, 1943, 1942, 1943, yeah. Nice place to rest in peace. So from a little bit of research, primarily communist-led national liberation movement and nationalist groups initially fought against fascist Italy from 1939, and then Nazi Germany after Italy's surrender in 1943. And there was also some groups as well who fought against or with the Axis powers, being Germany and Italy, etc. So there was a bit of internal division within the country. The Muradis Mosque. So this is the prettier part of Old Town. Nice little square, lovely streets, restaurants, bars, bistros, grills, beautiful colours, inflated prices. What? And a few of the very few cats I've seen in Vlore. You see lots of dogs, well a few dogs mainly down by the beach, and they've all got tags on them to say that they're registered. I see very few cats here, and the few cats that I've seen have been pretty rough looking. This is very pleasant. I bet this place is buzzing when it's buzzing season. You can even come and be photographed in traditional dress without actually having to put any on. It's a very compact little area, but definitely has charm. And it just so happens right opposite Old Town there's a few brick sellers, which is always handy, innit, for a lunchtime snack. Look at that bit of beauty for 100 for 100 lek. Absolutely fantastic. They are all so different. That one is absolutely chock full of spinach, and the pastry is next level. It's like crispy on the outside but soft inside. All the pastries differ. I mean, you're not eating the same thing. It's not like a McDonaldization of burek. They're all individual by their makers. So beautiful. So today we are on the way up to Canine Castle. Apparently it's about an hour and 28 minutes from where I live. I've walked along the back of the coast road, and now we're going to make the ascent. So let's go and have a look at Canine. If we don't get to the castle, we're going to see some viewpoints. So there is actually a hiking trail listed on Google Maps which goes up to the castle. But apparently from all reports it's very steep and not to be attempted after rain. Now, given the amount of rain we've had, that's why I'm walking up the road. So the road is about 20 to 30 minutes longer. There's not much of a path, but the views are going to be fantastic. I was just wanting to show you all the olive trees planted on the hillsides here. It's fantastic, and I'm guessing that the castle is up there. So we're about another 55 minutes away. So this castle where we're nearly at, the Castle of Canina, is on a hill 379 metres high, overlooks the Bay of Vlora, and has been part of Byzantine, Norman, Anzuin and Serbian possessions. The descendant of the family of Ismail Kamali declared the independence of Albanian state and raised the flag in Vlora. November the 28th, 1912, Canina's primitive wall flows naturally. Yada yada yada. You can pause it and have a read if you want. but I'm keen to get up there. The castle was damaged by the Venetian bombing in 1690, and in the beginning of the 19th century the castle was abandoned. Further destruction was caused by the bombing of the Italian army in World War I and during the War of Laura in 1920. So let's get up there and have a look. Oh, this is what I was hoping for as well, a bit of a view over the Albanian hinterland. Ah, there's some bunkers on the hill over there as well, from the war, no doubt. So it says back there that the building is currently under reconstruction and renovation, but I've managed to sneak by and there doesn't appear to be any security here, so fingers crossed. So looking directly inland, if you can see those snow-capped mountains in the distance, I'm guessing that is Tomori National Park. There's snow-capped mountains just over the other side there. So it just goes to show you how chilly it gets here. Especially at altitude, especially during the winter. But oh my god, this place is... It's only 379 metres, it just looks spectacular. There's a perimeter wall that I'm sort of showing you all around the outside, all herbs growing everywhere. Absolutely beautiful. I'll go and sneak across to the main part of the castle there. And there's a donkey down there grazing. I thought I'd just see fresh poo, I could smell it. Anyway, let's go and have a look. So I'm just up at one of the wall segments here. And apparently this was constructed beginning the 4th century BC. And it's been ongoing since then. All through to the Ottoman Empire and the 16th century. So, wow. I'm so pleased that they're actually doing some work on restoring this, because this is just fantastic. I mean, Vlorë itself is nice, but to be able to come up here is awesome. And that is obviously the village of Knin. So, this signage says that life up here on the hill actually goes back to the Bronze period, 1500 to 1100 BC. But as a fortified city centre, it goes back to the Hellenistic period. So we're looking at some ancient structures and history, which makes me feel young. Fantastic views over Vlorë. I always say it when I do one of the walks, it's just so uplifting, not just because of the way the exercise makes you feel, but to see, you know, to earn the view, to see those snow-capped mountains, which are obviously huge, you know, and a long way off. This is a fantastic place. My god, what a place to have a castle. What a commanding view. Ah, cages filled with rocks. That'll do it. Romers, we've done it again. Peace and love. So happy to share these views with you. Awesome. Oh, and even in the distance there's even bigger mountains. They're probably in, I don't know, the adjacent country, I guess. God knows. Wow. So this is it. Unless I climb up that telephone tower, then this is about as high as we can get up at the castle. Absolutely fantastic. Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. That's the road to Oricom, the road to Sarandie, south, towards the Greek border. Yay! Wow, I thoroughly enjoyed that walk. I'm just on my way back down to Vlorë town and to my apartment. Yeah, the castle is stonkingly beautiful. Really, really wonderful to see the mountains in the background, etc. It's just wonderful. So, I'm thinking, got one more full day here tomorrow. If anything else happens, I can always slot it in the video. But I'm thinking I'm going to end the vlog here for Vlorë, Albania. It's been a really wonderful, relaxing time. I've seen some pretty crazy weather, but I've really enjoyed cooking and trying out some different Albanian ingredients. Bulgur wheat especially, never cooked with it before. It's nothing amazing, but it's just really, really tasty and nutritious. Anyway, let's say goodbye for now, and I will see you on the next Albanian video. Peace and love as always. Take care. Stay safe.